I'm going to explain to you how to tell whether someone who claims to be a Kundalini master or Kundalini teacher is for real or fake. So I'm not going to use my standard. So I'm not going to use the things that I have set as standard to evaluate other people, because that will not be fair. If I'm going to use my own standard, someone else can use their own standard against me. So I'm going to be fair. I'm going to use the standard that most other people use to evaluate them. Okay, so what they're saying is the Kundalini is a spiritual thing. So they're saying that if your Kundalini has ascended to the crown chakra, you will become spiritually enlightened. You will be blessed, something like that. So you will have this some sort of a endless bliss. So you will always be happy no matter what happened. So these are the standards that other people use. Okay, so if you are careful to understand that most of them violate their own standard by far. So for example, if you have someone who call themselves the Kundalini master and teach you that Kundalini is the enlightenment of the spirit stuff, and they're actually charging you to study, yeah, and maybe not directly say pay this, but open a donation box or sell some painting maybe, or maybe go to set up a retreat where you can join and pay certain money. Well, you know directly it's fake, okay? Because if you're supposed to be like spiritually enlightened, that's the way they say it, then you most likely will no longer be interested in in the material world, right? So that's how they say it. That's not me, that's how they say it. You're no longer be interested in the material world. Well, wait a minute. If your master is still interested in the material world, then how can you be not interested in material world? Okay? And also another thing is when you ask them to show you some proof, okay, so and they refuse with so many reasons, saying that no, the Kundalini power is not for showing off, it's only for your spiritual well-being. A Kundalini power is from God, you should not be using it lightly. Okay, that's fake. Okay, fake. Why? Because as I said, if you are already spiritually enlightened, then you know some people require proof. Okay, then you will not be hesitate to demonstrate just a tiny bit of that enlightenment to enlighten this this prospective student or whatever, right? Your student. So you will have no problem of showing some little thing, maybe like they have a scar, maybe remove the scar, and that person will be, oh yes, that's for real, that person will study and be enlightened. Okay, some demonstration will always be required from time to time, and the only reason that guru or master or whatever refuse to demonstrate anything is because that person is fake. Okay, so that's two most obvious sign. Okay? The one that they're not living up to their own standard, and two, they refuse to give demonstration. Okay, this is the third one. The third one is they answering your question with stories that never ends. Okay, so you ask them a question, they don't answer you directly. They tell you stories, and when you ask question about that story, they tell you another story, and the story went on and on. It's just like 1001, like in Arabia. Okay, so if they can't give you any clear answer, they're fake. Okay, they're only good in telling stories. They won't be able to do you any good. Okay, so that's evaluating the so-called Kundalini masters using the common standard, not using my standard. Okay.